Welcome to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to go in depth with some combos on Unchained post January 2024 ban list. Please ignore the fact that my beautiful mug is no longer on the screen. I'm on the road currently and I just don't have access to a decent camera here, but I still got my mic and I got this voice, so I'm going to be able to talk your guys' ears off and show you just some things that we can expect in this upcoming format from Unchained, and see if it's worth playing whatsoever. So the first combo we're going to start out with is the tour guide combo, that leads into basically as closest to the OG combo as we could back in the day, right? So, or not back in the day, just a few weeks ago. Not even, we're actually still technically in the format, but we're about to be in this January 1st format. Regardless, this is what we can expect from Unchained. So we start with the tour guide play. Let me turn this down, actually, making too much dang noise. We start with the tour guide play. Tour guide summoning out Fiendish Rhino Warrior, link them two away to make Yama effect, and Fiendish Rhino Warrior Chain Link 2. Send Sharvara and adding the Arua to hand. On the next chain, Sharvara activates, letting me set escape. Now here's the dilemma: do you set escape or do you set chamber? That's the question. Chamber feels very powerful against Nib, but I think either way you can play through the Nib because the Shayama can just pop whatever the trap is that you set. So I think overall, I think it doesn't really matter, but I like escape more personally. So I mean, after like the Griffin lock, I think you'd rather want to have a chamber, but this is just kind of like against most matchups what you want to lead with. So set escape, activate Aruha pop, summon Aruha, trigger escape effect, summon Shayama effect, target the Aruha and destroy. Aruha summons Sarama, and now your opponent kind of has a chance here to nib you, right? If they nib you, all you need is any set card to be able to play through this, especially if you have one of the other, like if you were able, for example, to draw the chamber, which I'll show the deck profile at the end. We run enough that you have a decent chance of drawing multiples, so or just one with your tour guide, right? So now you have Sarama, Shayama, and Unchained Soul of Yama. This is usually where they nib you, maybe when you summon the other level 6, but usually you don't really give them a chance. So next play, you just link away, making Soul Lord of Rage, Sarama effect, setting the trap back, pop Rage, bring back Sharvara to hand, Shayama effect engrave, target Sarama, pop it, special summon using Sarama's effect. Yes, we do run 2 Shayama. It's the only way we can really get out of this predicament to be able to still make the same powerful boards and bring Sharvara back to hand. There are other combos that we will go into where you don't necessarily need the second Shayama, but if you want to end with Sharvara in hand, the second Shayama is a must. And then we just go to the same, summon Caesar, and we've got Sharvara, we've got Caesar, we've got escape set, and we've got Rage loaded up in the graveyard with a Yama. The only thing that's missing in this combo is the fact that the Sharvara underneath the Caesar used to get us another trap, and that trap, after we negated, would be popped by Sharvara, netting us a, basically you'd get the other trap, Sharvara pop, summon itself, off the trap, summon another monster, so you'd have a lot more card advantage here, and a lot more stuff going on. But currently you still have Sharvara pop escape, so if you were to go for next turn, you just Sharvara pop trap, banish Yama, summon Rage, and then you still have Rage into SP with Caesar 2 negates. It's still enough to get you there. So here we have combo 2. Combo 2 involves the standard Aruha trap line. You can do also Sharvara trap or Wailing. The combo still ends up pretty much the same. It's less consistent to get to this combo because we lost the 2 Sharvara, so technically instead of having 6, you have 4 but Abomination Prison still exists, which lets you get to those cards. So I guess there's still, the deck is still fairly consistent. But we'll get right into this combo. We'll set the trap, use Arua, pop the trap, trap effect, special summon Shayama, Shayama effect, pop Arua. You always want to do this. This is pretty standard. Don't like using that word. I think it sounds corny and cringe. But you want to get to Sharvara and Shayama and then make Yama, because it helps you play. It makes you more resilient to Imperm. So you'll make Shayama, or not Shayama, Yama effect, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, add Rakia. Here you can actually also add back Sharvara to hand and take a different playline, but for this current playline I added the Rakia for my normal summon. So let's continue. You do Rakia, normal effect, pop your trap, special summon Sarama. So you're insulated from Nibiru here still. All you need, I mean, you have 4 other cards or 3 other cards in hand. You would just need a set to be able to play through a Nibiru. And then you set back the escape, pop the Rakia effect to summon Disaster just to get into rotation. Link away these 2. If you are confident, you can actually use the Shayama to pop the Disaster to reborn the Sharvara to have a little bit better play here, right? And then you can go to make, Rage, but you've already spent then your Shayama effect before you've summoned Raged, which really helps you play into Nib hard. So this is the safer play, but there's obviously other play combo lines available. You use Shayama effect, pop Sarama, summon the second Shayama from deck. Yay, gotta use 2 Shayama, this is so great. Caesar, and you end there. You have the trap, Caesar, and Rage. It's the standard combo. Sadly, this means that you are exposed to Change of Heart, Talents, Mind Control, all sorts of control cards in the game. But if they do activate, any of those cards, you can just use your escape, pop Rage, pop Caesar, Rage floats, you get Sharvara back, and so does Caesar. And then the only unfortunate part is you don't get a trap on the field. But if you do have a trap from your hand that you've set, then Sharvara plays right. You're still pretty resilient. What this banlist hit did is basically just made you 1 card less. You always need 1 card more in your hand to be able to play through things. Is that enough to stop the deck? I mean, you be the judge. Alright, so this is the 3rd combo that I think everybody should know when playing Unchained. This combo carries over from the last format. This was very popular to play against Bestials. So it's a 3-card combo in a way. Alright, we need Talons, yeah. So you need Aruha, you need Escape, and you need any card that can be set onto the field or even activated, any spell or trap basically. This combo helps you basically dominate side deck Bestials or Dragon Link, and you need to know this, especially in this next format, because you can't really play willy-nilly and win with Unchained. So let's get into this combo. You want to start out obviously the same way as always. Aruha, pop trap, trap, we'll go really quick, trap, set Shayama or activate Shayama, pop Aruha. You get to the standard combo where you always get to these 2. You need these 2 early. We make Yama effect, Sharvara effect, set trap, add Sarama. Alright, I hope you guys can see where this is going. Shayama, pop the trap, summon itself, effect, summon again. And then now we make Caesar. And now if you look at it, in the graveyard you have 2 fires. You have the Caesar and you have the Yama on field, who's the dark, and Sarama in hand, who's a dark. There was no time that Bestios could have actually done anything. The combo is a little bit... first of all, shout out to Pac. I got this combo from him. The guy is just a mastermind of Unchained. And I'm kind of using some of his ideas to really carry into the new format. But back to this. This specific combo needs you need your normal summon. So what you'll do next is obviously move Caesar over there, normal Sarama, and you want to have the talent set or whatever card. It could be impermanence, talents, whatever. Another trap, doesn't matter. Activate Sarama, set escape, pop talents, Sarama, and that into Lord of Rage, and then Soul of Rage, not Lord of Rage. Soul of Rage with Caesar with Escape set. You have the full combo, and you have Yama Engrave. So pretty much you have full combo here through Bestials. At no point could you have been Bestialed. So now the final combo. This is a 3-card combo where you open up quite often. You have your Abomination's Prison, obviously, so you can kind of get to this in any which way. If you open up Arua, Sharvara, any of the traps, any of the spells, whatever. You want to open up, you want to do Trap Arua first, right? This helps you play through almost anything, right? You set the trap, do Arua. Do a quick, pop the trap. Basically, this is all standard, right? The cringe word of the day, standard, right? Shayama, nope. Accidentally threw it to the graveyard. Shayama effect, pop Ruha. We're here. We're again at Sharvara. Shayama again. Let's link these two away. Yama link 1, Sharvara link 2. Sharvara, come back to hand. Yama, set the trap. Sharvara set the trap. Sorry, it's late, so my mind's just fried. Activate Shayama, pop the trap, summon Shayama from grave. Trap effect, summon second Shayama, make Caesar. When you sequence it in this order, there was at no point really a good time for them to hit you with a Nibiru or a Bestial, right? You're protecting yourself. There's nothing in grave. At the end of the day, you did your 3 summons, 4 summons, 5, 6. They can Nibiru you here, but you can still play through that just easily because you have Tour Guide and Sharvara still in hand. So the possibilities are endless here. We'll keep going. Normal Tour Guide effect, get Rakea effect. Not Rakea effect, link away these two. Solar of Rage. Sharvara effect, pop Rakea, summon Sharvara, summon Sarama. Sarama effect. Pop the Sharvara, and bam, you still have the full combo, the Caesar, the Rage, and the Escape. And there's another way to sequence this where you can just pop the Rage instead, bring the Sharvara back to hand, and then be able to maybe pop the Sarama to be able to trigger. There's still, then you can use the Yama to get back the Rage. There's still a few ways you can go about this. The sequencing all depends on what you're facing. But yeah, currently it seems like the deck is not dead. You can still do a lot of the stuff you used to do, but this key weakness of Sharvara just not being under Caesar to get you that free trap card is really, really devastating. So really that has to be on your mind the whole time. So this is my current list for the format. The one I'm taking into this format, I'm going to be testing basically this in Branded, because I have way too much loyalty in this game, and I am just too loyal to my decks. But yeah, we're going to start off until at least Phantom Nightmare. Tour Guide's definitely in the deck. But that Berserk Archfiend looks really good. Might have to tweak it a little bit. But right now, 41 cards, 3 Tour Guide, 3 Abam, 3 Aruha, and 1 Sharvara. Gives you 10 starters. 3 Pot of Prosperity, one of the best cards in the game. You want to run it as many copies as possible. Triple trap, both traps, and then 1 Wailing. Might seem like a little bit too much, but you definitely need more starters, because Sharvara being cut, you need to replace it with something, and now you need to be able to open up these traps to be able to get all of them into rotation. So it's really key. Wailing is the only one that you could cut, but I don't think any less than these 6 is correct. And then triple of the Contract with the Gate. Another reason why you run these 7 is because Gate becomes a lot bigger of a starter for you, right? Losing to Sharvara, that's a decent percentage less of having a chance to open up starters. So you need the Gate. Every other starter in this deck has to carry a lot harder than it used to. And then you basically, added the brick into the deck. You got the Shayama on top of the other Shayama, the Soul, the Disaster, the Sarama, the Rakea, and the Phoenix Rhino Warrior, and the Requiem. It's a lot of bricks you don't want to draw. I think the lower level guys are fine to draw. They're really not that bad. Drawing Rakea and Sarama, honestly, they're not even bricks. We can actually put them like above right here, right? So then technically the bricks are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll put this here. So even the Rhino Warrior is not that bad. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bricks. The chances of drawing one of them is high. You lose if you draw multiples, right? Is there a chance that you draw multiples? Yes, but it's not that high. So, and then some non-engine, right? Triple imperm, right? With the brick factor being higher, I don't want to draw hand traps that are hard once per turns like Ash and Nibiru into my hand when basically they could be dead if I draw them at multiples, where in this deck you will draw hands of Disaster, Shayama, Nib, Ash, and Imperm or something ridiculous, or a trap with no starter, right? You will draw brick hands, and you need to mitigate that as much as possible. I would not advise running hard traps. I think Imperm is perfect. I think even Veiler, if you didn't want to run this kind of combo, I just think Ash and Nib are so impactful. And then the triple tactics talent. You want to have as many cards as you're able to set, plus talents going first. If you get hand trapped, now the deck is more susceptible to hand traps. You're able to look at their hand or draw cards, draw into your combo. You're able to play through things with the talents. I think talents is kind of now has to be run at 3. It almost pseudo supplants Sharvara in a way. Not at all, but you know what I'm talking about, kind of. And then in the side, since it's still the old format, the banlist hasn't updated. This would be 2 Pankratops, so it's not a missing spot. It's 2 Pank, 1 Ash, 1 Nibiru, right? So in case the matchups are really powerful, like your branded matchup or your labrynth matchup, you'd side in the other Ash. Nib for other matchups where Nib is powerful. Drone Lockbird from Mannadium, another combo. Evenly matched, about to be broken. This format evenly kind of cooks so many decks. Shared ride is very powerful because everything searches. You set this up going first, and then you just watch your opponent just give you infinite advantage. And this deck really doesn't get OTK'd very easily. And then anti-spell fragrance, 2 of it kind of gives you 5 cards going first to basically dunk on your opponent. And then the extra deck you have 1 Unchained Abomination, 2 Lord of Yama, 1 Anguish, 2 Rage. This is all pretty standard. 1 SP, which is basically Unchained Lord of SP, 1 Muckracker, and 1 Nightmare Griffin for the Griffin combo in case you get nibbed, 1 Unicorn if you're fiend locked, 1 Caesar, 1 Sky Thunder, probably the worst card in the extra deck, but sometimes it does come up 1 out of 10 games and you want to have it. Machinex is amazing, a playmaker for the deck. Darius is really good in case you play against Flu. This deck actually does not have a Flu matchup problem. It just has a bad player problem. Darius King is what helps you play through Flu. And you have the Typhon, which just helps you outboards after you've been negated to all hell. Yeah, but that's it for the deck profile and the combos. I hope you guys like it. And if you guys want to see more of this type of content, please subscribe, like, and comment. If you guys want to see me bring a budget list deck profile and combos and stuff like that, remove some of the expensive cards out of here, kind of keep the give myself a self limitation of like $50. I had a breaking the budget series back in the day, and that was very popular. So if you guys would like to see that more, where I can make competitive type level decks, especially in this type of open day format, make sure you comment down below and let me know, because I'd love to bring that to you anyways. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.